Ebusia eje bo eja enya ba bedru finally list of NPP titiro a omo the new patriotic party a omo show interest some of us omo contest for the flagbearership race edin aba betudwa na obi of asempa na asembeto na so a wotese manim de enu nzesa ka bia yede ba besom na ebinum they already known because they contested in the previous flagbearership race course and sana NDC the NPP form on the 2024 election course na Dr. Yawadu Twumdie na o list ni mu dada enso so list ye p mu no din eda so wo menka enja Kennedy akompekwa Japan enso so edin ewom team B no Brian Acheampong enso so ejire mu den a busuya wo share supporter Dr. Bawumia ensa kan enrada with over 60 member of parliament nina party nhihye omo hihye say going forward no was quick as possible omo omo flag bearer na eno boa ema the grassroots munina this great support and I say with that energy no internal elections no omo de the poor manage omo honda no and I come this ministers koko piemu honoma na this interested me more candidate or me interested and I'm contested for flag bearer race ekasama fo no bi keka se achi kra na bi be hia wo mo ene omu di nkomo ye obi no e from so o man ko ho no ma nini na eche se agro ne form untimi ntina chie enka de o we bia na yira Francis Adenimbu Mamponde hie ana betima tena so yenim honorable Boache Ejakon enso so eka agro ana honorable Patrick Yabuama enso so ejinemu bi not forgetting yenina kwamnaje Japan ono so NPP ni titiru pa wase di position titiru akese power party ni ma o hwe ni mu se going forward no be di NPP nim na ometimi afa abenwa no ama party no not forgetting Dr. Bawumia America na ho asemi and last but not the least Yura Jogate enso so ejinamu je bema ewufia oye ana win the list but na jibre en ko matwetwe ko so right after say list we beton chanie sa ya toto mean en krato call to these previous representative ne nsem kakra almost editor.
Please, these are the names.
That's it, 9 so far.
Nine of them so far. I'm not too sure about Jogate. But we Jogate framework 8 no have confirmed.
Yeah.
But Jogate, because of running the last one, no, you know, a lot of people think they will only be up Senate or national chairman at a point where CC a flag bearer and so they are strongly.
It will be near. They make actually a year before now.
Yes.
They should give Ghanaians a presidential candidate or be a president. We will be proud of to call that person our president.
Yes. Okay, many confirmation say Jogate is running.
Okay.
Say Obe running. In the picture that we are, Kwabena J Japan and that first, no. The autosomy, you know, Dr. Brian Acheampong. The autosomy and one man I truly admire, Honorable Patrick Boama.
Okay.
Solid, in fact, Esquire Ekadine. Yeah, solid guy. I mean, somebody with legal background, some finance and economics background. Charlie, that's really solid, and he's a true gentleman. Inti Honorable Patrick Yabuama, wehu ukromuni mamponi deshe Adenimo.
Yes, engineer
Adenimo or contested.
Francis Adenimo.
And also another fine gentleman, very fine gentleman. The also a former vice president, former flag bearer of the party, Dr. Alhaj Mahmudu Bawumia, a picture and a bohono. The autonomous so another solid person, very knowledgeable, and na meneno a din commona or mame Shakespeare quotes be, and I'm saying, hey, honorable. Na Shakespeare quote where there's a no show and also no ne papa made sure say okay Shakespeare books in you know okay Shakespeare books in enti and I'm sad man near literature e school it is his solid Honorable Boache Ejakon the odi ho former MP for Asin Central, former board chairman Ghana Gas, former chairman of the Defense and Interior Committee in Ghana's Parliament, Honorable Kennedy Acheampong Acheampong. The audition the educhum factor.
Okay.
Educhum brutal. An elder of the Church of Pentecost. Wa being said Doctor say educhum. And the picture and Doctor or say ya educhum. Charlie. Okay. Into your the picture no and you chat for former Attorney General of the Republic, former MP for Isikado Keten constituency, the Big Joe,
the former Minister of Freeways,
former Minister Railways Development, Wabin Samoshi, and a former law, in fact, I think still a law lecturer, Honorable Joe Gatti. And no make up the list. 9 people I declare. Show interest say omo pese omo contested and omo picture e da ho any honorable picking kasamra honorable akwa abanet saying
obi na obi and I was in Boka
aden
edini Davis ansa opoku
anye opoku ansa
enye mensa
oh no meka mensa facha me pacho we dey facha me pa honorable we dey facha me say bibia ye boko there.
Oh, bibia boko obi yesu adomiti yesu bibia boko
na sisiano. Can you confirm say Honorable Dr. Brian Acheampong say party ABA nominations are obefa the former contested to become flag bearer na
yo jadi nkan maminda wasi de bewa kwenya odi amami mesa enda Ghana fo nyina se wo manya kwenya omotie Obi, senior kind, I can confidently tell you, sir, when you may dom na party be nomination, Dr. Yao Brian Acheampong, the forms no contested to lead the NPP as his flag bearer and also to win the NPP power in 2028. So that confirmation I can give you.
In the no, he will not just become a flag bearer, but he will become a flag bearer, will be winning power, I'm a party, no?
Yes, I mean that is the assurance that the tickets brings on board. So with Brian Acheampong looking at the attributes and how I end in there's some level of assurance. So Nyakuponya Domna MPP the assurance is that it's going to be a one-touch victory. It's not going to be a story of Kufo Komieno, Akufo Komiensa, Timamenko and 9. It's a one-touch victory with the candidature of Brian Acheampong, and I think that is what is resonating well with the party, the youthfulness, the level of experience in terms of governance, the business acumen, and it's something that is resonating with the rank and file of the party, and a sense is a candidate that brings some unity in the party, is a candidate that can unite everybody behind him to win 2028. I think it's a huge trump card for him. The party people are yearning and willing to receive him anywhere he goes.
There are some questions around the candidature and me busa na fe where you are now. Number one, and it's the last person to become president on the ticket of the NPP and another than Akufo-Addo. He is from the Eastern region. Do you think so the party would want to bring another person from the Eastern region?
Well, Obi, I think it's about competence. It's about Ghana as one entity.
FM.
I think, I mean, per your analogy, the last flag bearer of the NPP is not from Eastern region. The last flag bearer of the NPP is from Northeast region. His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Yes.
The last president until Brian becomes president of the Republic of Ghana is not from Eastern region. The last president is from Savannah region. And arguably people will say he's from the north. So he's not from Eastern region. Dr. John Dramani Mahama is not from Eastern region, he's from the north. And so for all the two issues that we have raised, one with the NPP flagbearership and also with the presidency, it's not about said the person is from the eastern region. Of course, it is not about where the person comes from, but it's about the person's appeal, the person's likability, how Ghana for Begina to Noma to Abamano. And only here, Sabio Ubiko, Nokoto Petro, or Chanapa, or Mrs. Fuel Pump Attendant, of free Water region, and also free Western region, and also free. But just to debunk that propaganda, the last flag bearer of the NPP is not from Eastern region, and the sitting president of Ghana is also not from Eastern region. All of that from the north.
Very well. The other thing, because in a party as big as the NPP, there are certainly influential people within the party. Some of these influential people can be national executive, they can be regional executive, they can be constituency, they can be DCs, and our former DCs, they can be members of parliament. And because members of parliament was such a huge influence in the party, ama getting them to align with you with your vision, really positive for the optics, for influence at the grassroots. NBBR. Honorable Brian Acheampong is an MP. Wow, wouldn't make us saying so we are a member of parliament. We've seen MPs aligning, and we heard 60 of your colleagues Ekukuturo support behind the former vice president, former flag bearer. Yehu say Bimunsudi, Honorable Kennedy, a compre Japan echi. Do we have some of you supporting Brian Acheampong? So,
well, the reality is that MPs are so influential. I mean, when it comes to the politics of MPP or the politics of Ghana, for instance, if you were to come to Mpraiso and you would want to underestimate the influence of OPK in Mpraiso, it would have certain consequences and all of that. And MPs are very, very important. That said, let us also not lose sight of the fact that as MPs, one of our primary objectives is to unite the party at all times. Ultimately, Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia etunsa frame semimrani fia I will go. Sana Honorable Kennedy Japan tunsa frame semimrani fia I will go. I think what happened yesterday was an invitation to members of parliament. And of course, a former flag bearer of the party, a former vice president of the Republic of Ghana, when he invites any MP, the MPs are supposed to be there. I mean, I'm sure if Kennedy Japan invites members of parliament to come to his house, you're going to see near 88 members of parliament appearing in Kennedy Japan's house. Same with Brian Acheampong and same with any other person who wants to contest. But what is important, and I think I need to point out, is that yesterday where there were MPs who went to His Excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia's office, and right after the place, they came to have lunch in Brian Acheampong's office. I mean, about 12 of them, they came to have lunch in Brian Acheampong's office. Now,
Enrano from Yene Honorable Amprechum, Asante Mampong MP.
Yes.
Apparently, Onona Odio Menimua or they won't call Dr. Bawumia. Minidi in common or say, and ye invite from Dr. Baba more MPs no voluntarily, and a sorry course or Mukutro support behind him.
That is not the case. It is not the case. Some MPs were called, and I can mention names of MPs who were called and could not make it. But the reality is that
now, and only a why more no see for a moment to me make it.
For instance, Asene Akroso MP, George Abuaji Oluwa, yet once a friend, but now I busy or baby, and to went to me uncle. But it doesn't mean what disrespect His Excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. But you see, the point is that
now one Casanoman Freo.
Maybe I'm framing, but you know, of course, you calls, baby, you get calls. Some of them you pick, some of them you don't pick. But I'm saying, when I get calls from an elder of the party, a senior member of this party, a former vice president. I mean, I have no business to say that I won't go. I'm sure when Brian Acheampong is invited, he will go, unless the person is out of the jurisdiction or the person is a bit busy. But you see, this numbers game is a bit 60, a bit 67, a bit 26, and then can Japan over 50. And yeah, you know, can Japan 50 plus 67? Okambo Mukrana, bro, the 88 number na your parliament. You know, what is of utmost importance and great concern to the Brian Acheampong campaign, and of course to every member of parliament, is how we are able to regain our glory back. This is a party that had 169 seats in parliament just a while ago. You lose one, the Ababa drew 88. We should be worried. Say,